Hi, I'm doing my video reflection on my advocacy project on the Isaiah 117 house. This was actually a project that I did this semester, and I really enjoyed this project. I learned a lot from it. The Isaiah 117 house is a organization that helps children transition from their home to foster care when they're removed from the home by social services. So the way that it typically works, I met with Rhonda Paulson, who is heading up this project, and she said typically her and her husband decided that they were interested in becoming foster parents, and that typically when a child is removed from their home, they go with the social worker or the caseworker back to the office, and it's just a conference room where they're sitting there making phone call after phone call trying to find a placement for that child. Sometimes they're there a couple days, and sometimes they're there a couple hours. It just depends on how long it takes the caseworker to find a foster family that will take a child on short notice. And so the saddest part, I think, was that, that child is there, they're scared, they feel like they've done something wrong, and they're in this white conference room that's just an office, sitting there listening to rejection after rejection after rejection until they finally find somebody that will take them and let them stay in their home. And so what the Isaiah 117 house does is it allows the caseworker to come to that home. They have volunteers that come at a moment's notice, and the volunteers will take the children. They'll let them clean up, take a shower or bath if they're dirty, give them clean clothes. They give them each 2 outfits and 2 pairs of pajamas, and then the necessities like socks and underwear and things like that. And they let them pick out a toy or a book, and then they give them a backpack that is theirs. They let them pick out a backpack, and that is their backpack to take with them when they leave. They can put all their goodies in there. They've got school supplies if they're school-age children, and those kind of things. While all this is taking place, there is a separate office with a door that shuts and a telephone and a computer so that the caseworker can make the phone calls and get a placement for that child. A child is no longer hearing rejection after rejection. They're actually playing with the toys that are available, playing video games, watching movies, reading books, whatever their desire is. The volunteers there to help them to feel comfortable, and to know, answer any questions that they might have, make sure they understand that they've not done anything wrong. And, they're also prepared to take care of babies. So they have, baby changing stations, and they have diapers and formula and the whole 9 yards for that. They have a nice kitchen where they can make a warm meal for someone if it's dinner time or if somebody's come and they're hungry. It's just a really great program. And when I did my advocacy project the day that I was there, I actually helped to put away donations. And they do get lots of donations, but they need lots of donations. They had over 40 children, and that was just in I think it was 2-3 months that they have been open. And that just breaks my heart that there's been at least 40 children that have come through there. But I love that they had a place that they felt safe and they felt welcome, and that maybe it just made that transition just a little bit easier for them. When I was there, the donations, they have a boys' room and a girls' room, and each one has a closet inside, and all the donations are sorted by size. And they have all different types of things for the kids, and so they get to pick out their outfits. They get to pick out their pajamas and things like that. And I did put some pictures in the PowerPoint, so I think it would be great if you could take a moment to review that PowerPoint and look at the photos. There's a link in the PowerPoint that takes you to a YouTube video that shows the making of the Isaiah 117 house, what all went into it. And there's a lot of local people that have really donated time, donated materials, donated items like the play yard stuff in the backyard, or all the furniture was donated by a local furniture store. And so it's just a really neat project, and I know they're always looking for volunteers. So if you would be interested in that, you could go online to the Isaiah 117 house and contact Rhonda Paulson. I'm sure she would be able to help arrange some volunteer hours for you, or set you up to be a volunteer to come at a moment's notice for one of the children. And I really did enjoy this project, and I felt like that I learned a lot from it about children in our area and their direct needs and how we're trying to meet those a little bit better.